Hello and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where we go over everything travel. And tonight we have a very special training because I'm going to go over some of the supplier secrets. We're going to talk about what lays inside the suppliers that you guys aren't using and probably don't even know about. So you're definitely going to want to stay to the end of this training because it is going to be action packed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the fancy stuff off your screen. And while I'm doing so, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you never miss when I am going live. So let me go ahead and populate this. All right, so tonight we're talking about fire secrets, hidden perks that every advisor should know. So you're going to talk about unlocking them and just kind of all the different opportunities that you can explore with inside the vendors. So why are we doing this? Honestly, the biggest secret is most advisors only use the suppliers to book. They don't know about the extensive perks, freebies, and extra income opportunities that they have access to. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about travel discounts, perks, reward programs, affiliate and marketing tools, group booking perks, and hidden portals and newsletters. So when I'm doing this training tonight, I'm going to show you a few vendors, but I'm not going to go over all of them because for the last two nights, we have went over vendor after vendor, right? So the point of this is that now I've showed you the vendors, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, we talked about vendors, and tonight we're going to put it all together so that you know where to go inside these vendors, what to look for, and now it's just going to make you pretty much more alert when it comes to logging in. So when we're done with this training, we're definitely going to do some kind of deep dives on some vendors, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Complimentary and discounted travel. A lot of vendors inside of them will have advisor rates, which are exclusive access to discounted hotel and cruise rates that are only available to travel professionals. Most of them will have up to like 75% off on their select properties or cruises. In this, you're going to be able to get that first-hand experience that enhances your client's recommendations because you've been there and done that, right? And then some suppliers will offer a try before you sell kind of opportunity. For example, let's just say, like, if you go inside Royal Caribbean, they have advisor rates. You don't have to sell to be able to use that. You can just go use the advisor rates. MSC also has advisor rates. And to a lot of the, like, if you go directly to the vendors and when you're going to booking, they will have advisor rates inside of them. One of my favorite ones that I like to use a lot is going to definitely be MSC because there's no commission tacked into it, but you can get a whole cruise, like a 7-night cruise for like $300. So they're really nice. Next one we're going to talk about is fam trips. People go on fam trips not only to vacation, but also to learn a lot. And it's going to combine those two. Multi-destination trips are often up to 80 to 90% at a discount. You're going to be able to network supplier representatives directly because they're going to be talking and learning while you're on the trip. And you're going to be able to gain insider knowledge that is going to be unavailable to the general public. So I actually have a great example for fam trips already pulled up that I wanted to show you. One of our favorite vendors that we've went over in the last couple of days is Culture Holidays. They do amazing fam trips. I'm already logged in, set, ready to go, but I just want to show you this part right here. So look, you have Greece right here. This one's 37% off. You got $1,600. Now, let me explain something to you. It's only a $200 deposit, right? But this is 7 days, 6 nights, one country in 3 different cities, and it has different accommodations. So it's only $1,600. The normal price for everybody around would be $2,600. So that's a big deal, right? Another one we have is the Dashing Dubai trip. So the Dashing Dubai trip is going to be $695, only $100 deposit. That's the hotel here. These are just some examples, right? But this is going to give you guys the ability to start traveling the world at literally like half the cost, right? Half the cost. So definitely make sure you check out Culture Holidays if you're looking for fam trips. They are absolutely amazing. Another one that we're going to take a look at tonight is going to be certification freebies. So a lot of the suppliers, if you complete their supplier training programs, you will get to unlock different types of complimentary travel that you can take advantage of. For example, Princess and Canard. By training with them and getting certified, you get 2 complimentary cruises that you only have to pay the taxes and fees for. I have done one of these, and it was like almost, I would say like $250-ish for me and my husband to go on a cruise that left out of Galveston, and they gave us an interior room for $250. Wow, it's amazing. So make sure you get certified in them. And a lot of our vendors too, if you go directly through them when you're going to get certified, and also on our supplier sites that we have, I'll talk about those at the end. But on the supplier sites, if you go in there and complete the actual advisor certification, they will give you complimentary resort stays as like the perk of doing it. The one that I really liked is Oasis. They gave me like 2 trips that I could take, and then they also gave me some vouchers too. And these trips were like VIP stays, so that was pretty cool. So that's Oasis. And then another thing that a lot of suppliers will do is bonus commission tiers for their certified advisors. So I'm going to give you an example. Sometimes they'll offer like higher commissions if you're certified. Sometimes they'll even offer onboard credit for advisors like Virgin Voyages does. So you just really have to step in and look at the vendors that you're using and see what the different perks are for them. Next one, rewards and loyalty programs. Most vendors have them. I'm going to give you a good example before I even continue. How many of you guys do bookings in VAX? How many of you guys book in VAX in general, or look at VAX to book if you haven't got your first booking? Comment below. How many of you are booking in VAX? Did you know that they have their own rewards program? Hello? Wave Maker. They actually have a ton of rewards. This is inside ALG Vacations, but look at this. Your rewards, get paid to upgrade, set your own commission, Waves, Wave Maker, Elite, Hotel Rewards, redeeming ALG rewards. And then they have some kind of seat incentive. But here, Waves is technically the rewards program that they have. You just go in there and start logging in your bookings, and they start giving you rewards. That's how they work. And they actually even have a top tier, okay? And so for the first top 50 people that are doing bookings in VAX, they get like $100 off of air for fam trips and one-time reduced point cross. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So you got a lot of different things in here. I've also seen some vendors that have like agent cash that you can use for future bookings. I mean, there's a lot. But getting back to our actual presentation, I am going to do an actual perk training in I think 2 weeks. We do. Next week is wedding week, and then the week after is advisor week. So I'm going to talk about perks in there, and I'll go more over this here. But what my main goal is that I just want you to understand that this is even an option, right? So many suppliers maintain advisor-only loyalty programs that operate separately from consumer programs. So you can earn points for bookings. You can accumulate those points across multiple bookings, okay? Then you can go in and redeem them for personal travel, room upgrades, spa credits, or even cash equivalents. The higher tier status, like I just showed you guys, the Wave, the higher one, they unlock exclusive benefits and programs. Then some of them will even offer like future travel credits instead of just points. And then that's going to probably come from a lot of the high volume bookings. And they can sometimes automatically trigger like complimentary nights or cruise credits after reaching so many booking thresholds. Later on, I'm going to talk about group cruises. This is one of those things that I'm talking about. It can give you guys like free cabins, free stays, and stuff like that. And you can use these credits typically for personal travel or even as client incentives. Another thing to talk about tonight, affiliate and marketing tools. Now, I already have done an affiliate link training and I provided an entire list for you, but it's very important to look inside the vendors that you are using because you would be surprised. A lot of them have some type of affiliate link. So affiliate links are going to be perfect for your social media promotion, and the captures revenue from clients that want to do it on their own instead of you doing the booking. Perfect. Love that. As well, they have some that are co-branded tools. So these are professional marketing materials that you can use with your agency branding. Custom flyers, digital brochures, white label booking engines, which is a co-branded site. We have done that in the affiliate marketing. Those are co-branded sites. And they even have some personal proposal templates. Next, content libraries. Now, if you go inside a vendor, it will always have some kind of content library, typically that we can use. I'm going to give you an example here. You guys already know that I love ALG Vacations. And if you go inside their tools here, they have ALG V360. This is an entire library of different promotions that they've done in the past, destination teasers. They have resort reviews like that you can show. So you definitely want to make sure that you're checking inside these vendors to go ahead and get the tools that they're providing to us without doing all of that extra work. Now, these content libraries are going to have destination images, pre-written social media posts, a lot of them already have that, and then video content for client presentations or your social media. Next, trainings that pay you back. We like those, right? So all of the certifications that typically we take are free, but I have seen some where they have like some really advanced stuff. Honestly, I've really not seen any like true benefit from that, but I just want to say that all the certifications that I'm going to go over today are free, and you can go get them just by using our IATA number. So supplier specific training programs deliver multiple benefits. First, you're going to get that certification, so you're going to get that enhanced knowledge, right? You're also going to have client facing credentials because you're going to get the certification. And then some of them, I'm not sure off the top of my head, you'll have to take a look and see. But like sandals, they have specialists, okay? So they can, like, they'll start listing you in certain places. Carnival has a thing where they have Carnival agents, travel agents. I'm going over Carnival at the end of this month, and I'm going to show you guys that. So they have it where you can go and get listed too. And that's not even with the certification. But some vendors, like for example, even Agent Universe. Agent Universe has Travel Leaders Network that lists you. So basically, not even within trainings, check and see if the vendors have a directory list that they can list you on. Okay, because some of them do. Higher commission levels. Sometimes when you guys get certified, they do pay out higher commissions. It just depends on the vendor itself, or they'll give you like extra onboard credit, or maybe they'll give you, for example, I know like Virgin Voyages, like if you get certified with them, they will literally give you a link, like I'd say like once a month or sometimes twice a month. They'll give you a link and you can send your clients there, and they will sell the cruise to the client for you. You don't have to do anything. They'll sell it for you and you get the commission for it. Even with the bookings too, if we go back to the bookings, another thing that a lot of people don't know, once you book a cruise, but depending on whatever cruise line it is, 90% of the time, next time when they go book another cruise, it's going to populate back to you, especially if they're on the ship and they go, okay, do you want to go ahead and put a deposit down for your next cruise? That cruise automatically lands in you. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. I know that, but it didn't notify me one time when it actually happened. And so I had to message my client and I was like, your cruise is due, your next one. And they were like, oh yeah, I forgot we booked that. Yeah, me too. So be on the lookout for that, especially if your clients go on a cruise. Ask them, okay, did you guys book another cruise while you were out? Because they'll email you, but it's not a big email. Okay. So there's just a lot of things that our vendors provide us, especially like extra incentives. Have you guys ever seen on the daily schedules that you guys get, or in the calendars in general, that it'll say attend this training and you can win this, this, and this? Okay. Those kind of trainings, you guys don't want to miss out on that because those are free perks. Those are free travel that you guys can take. So completing training and even attending live training can trigger immediate rewards. Entries into supplier drawings. Sometimes even like Royal Caribbean, I've seen them give out a cruise every once in a while. That's triggered upon people completing that. It's random. Not everyone is promised a cruise with Royal Caribbean, but I have seen an agent get a free cabin just from completing it. It's random, okay? So it can be triggered by completing the trainings. You guys can get entered just for attending trainings live. You guys can get also bonus commission or onboard credit, exclusive fam trip invitations. If you're certified with Virgin Voyages, every once in a while they will invite you for a fam trip. Okay. It's not a guarantee. It's not a promise. I never want to say that, but I have seen it happen. And then, of course, you also get access to reduced rate travel opportunities. For example, with Disney, if you go and get certified with them, and as long as you have an IATIN or a CLIA, you can get free tickets. You can also get, of course, it's one free ticket, or it's how's it, like a total stay, like a hopper pass for 3 or 4 or 5 days, whatever, at a discounted rate is how it works. So there's a lot of different incentives built into these actual vendors. Now, what I would suggest and what I do myself, because you have to renew these certificates every year, and there's a ton of certificates that you can get into, but create a training calendar. If you follow Marnie Hernandez, I love her. She's absolutely amazing. She's probably one of the biggest trainers here we have in Evolution and Archer Travel. Marnie Hernandez, she does certification trainings, right? And she does them over and over. Follow along with her schedule. She does them every Friday and Saturday. If there's something on there, go along with her because she makes it way easier, right? So make sure you guys create a training calendar so you can just put specific dates of the month where you guys need to go in and renew your certifications or get new ones. grow, and make sure you tell people because they're going to want to book with you when they see that you are certified. Booking bonuses and group secrets. We like these, right? So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the bonuses that come within these groups. A lot of people don't really see the value of doing a group or they think it's too hard. But guys, once you get on a roll for the groups, there's a lot of things that come with it. So let's talk about it. Complimentary cabins. For example, Royal Caribbean. If you book 16 cabins with them, you get a cabin for free, right? Another way to get free cabins is through tour conductors. That's supposed to say credits can equal free cabins, but I forgot the credits. So every time you book 8 cruises, you get a free conductor credit. And that free conductor credit can go towards so many things. I've seen it to go to cocktail parties. I've seen it go to group photos, specialty dining. I've seen it go to extra commission for us. Yeah, some suppliers get that. Yeah, there it is right there. Personally or commission enhancement. Some suppliers allow cash conversion. There you go. On top of that, resort comps, free nights at properties you frequently book. Sometimes when you book big groups, it's going to lead to a lot of points. That's going to lead to production-based room nights, special incentive periods with lower thresholds, and even stackable advisor rates for extended days. Perfect, like that. And then, you guys, a lot of our vendors, I'm not sure if Vax has it. Let me go. I'll look inside Vax. But while I'm looking, I'm going to talk. A lot of our vendors, especially like Vax, they will offer extra commission on certain vendors throughout the month. Let's see if they have any. Oh, no. Before I open this whole thing. All right. So in here, let's see. There it is. 15% commission is here. Applies to select bookings. I know it's going to be right in front of my face. Look at that. So it limited time. If you use this vendor, you get extra commission, right? And then I've even seen somewhere like certain vendors will give you extra commission and you have to go add it in too. So pay attention to the extra commission. Don't let it slide. Make sure it's in there. Make sure you're getting money, right? Those are my secrets when it comes to the groups. There are a lot of good things that come from groups. It's really going to help you maximize your profitability when it comes to the group bookings, right? And it's also going to really help you with the clients because it's going to give them perks in the process as well. And when it comes to those free cabins, guys, you can use them for yourself. You can give them to the client. You can do whatever you want with them. So it's just an incentive to book more rooms. Now, I've shared a lot of different secrets with you. Where do we find all these secrets that you're talking about, Ash? Tell us where to go. All right, I got you. 90% of the time, all of the things that I am talking about are inside your agent portals. You guys just don't ever take the time to learn about the portals. I'm not asking you to go and do like 10 certifications. No, I'm not. You don't have to do that. What I'm asking you is just to go inside and play around with the vendor. Take a look at the vendor. See what it does, right? Also, certification dashboards. I'm going to give you a few examples. But one of my biggest ones, let's see. So I should have probably pulled this up before I started this. Oopsies. It's okay. All right. So this is Travel Agent Academy. We have a lot of these that are like this, but they have different courses inside of here. So ALG Pro. Nope, we need that one. That's Vax. So this is travelagentacademy.com. Create a registration with them. Put in our add-in number. You're good to go. France program, they have this, Aruba, they have destinations. This is the cruise line, California. We got more. Got a whole bunch of them. Different types of vendors. They have promotions. We like those. The fives. Okay. And then a lot of the times we will have, let's see. I wanted to show you like the resort ones, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, this one right here. Oh man, I completed this because my husband's from Saudi Arabia. So I was like, let me just play around and complete it. They gave me a 2-week fam trip here for completing this. I'm not even playing with you. That was crazy. 2-week fam trip. And it was only like $200. And all I had to pay was for my flights. And they did everything else. I mean, it was the hotel. I get to go on tours with them. Did I go? No, it wasn't the right time. But it was actually when I first started. I was surprised. So just complete these vendors that you're interested in because you would be surprised what happens. They have number one love reward program. They probably got something in there that's going to be good for you. Oh, Confident is a good brand that we use. Check them out. I'm just giving you guys examples. All right. So that is just a good example of different certificates. Now, there is a whole list of them, but Travel Agent Academy is a good place to start. And then they also have other different like kind of academies that we can go to. Just reach out to your mentors or platinums, and I'm sure they can get you a whole bunch of those. All right. But there are certification dashboards that we can attend to. And then, of course, supplier newsletters. Like that whole 15% off that you guys saw, that would have been in a newsletter. That would have been something that they told you. And they send you emails all the time that tell you all these super cool communication deals that they got going on. Right. So make sure that you're checking your spam because that's probably where they're laying. I find a lot of them. Right. Now, what I highly suggest is at the beginning of every month, what I like to do is I set a monthly calendar reminder and I log into my top 5 suppliers and I check for new opportunities or any incentives that will help me with my promotions, especially since we're doing the 60 or the 30 days of content in 60 minutes. We just did that training, right? Where we all sat down and planned out our monthly content. That would have been a great time to sit down and just log into the suppliers and see what they've got going on because it's already probably there for you to be able to use or to get extra commissioned, the deals, all of that is put into the place. They want you to use these. You just have to look for them. That is all. All right. So your next steps after watching this, okay? The bottom line impact. Actively managing your supplier relationships and all of your portals delivers multiple benefits. You're going to get better client value. They're going to love that you're certified. They're going to love that you have access to these cool perks and all of these things that you can give them. Yep, we like that. It's also going to help you save a lot of money for your own personal travel. If you're using your perks, I just saw somebody the other day that used their room. They had rewards for their room and they ended up using it for a convention. Like you could use the perks for that, right? Like they have enough money in there, they can use it, right? Perfect. That's what it's meant for. Expanded expertise. You're going to learn a lot about these vendors when you start searching them. It's going to help you build confidence and authority. And then you're going to see there's a lot of additional revenue that's hidden in some of these. When you start adding in those points and you start adding in those bookings, especially like for me, I use VAX probably at least once a week, I would say, when it comes to bookings. I'm always using VAX. And you just start putting in the Waves program and you will see it add up. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to challenge you today, okay? I want you to log into 2 supplier portals today that you use. And I want you to find one perk or certification opportunity that you have been overlooking. And I want you to schedule 30 minutes weekly to review these supplier opportunities. Just take a few minutes once a morning out of the week and say, hey, you know what? Let me go just check one of these suppliers real quick, okay? So I want you to do that. I want you to promise me that you're going to do that, okay? So comment below. Say, I'm ready to go look. I'm ready. Let's go. And I want you to make sure that you are logging into the supplier portals and checking them out. Go get your perks. You are a travel advisor. Use them. All right. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you have questions, feel free to go ahead and ask them in the chat, and I will go look in my studio and answer them. But other than that, thank you so much for attending. And guess what? Next week is wedding week. So if you are looking to book weddings, you better come back. You better show up. 5 p.m. PST, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm going to have wedding trainings for you guys right here. So make sure you go ahead and hit that like button on this video, comment below, show your support, and I will see you back next week on Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for attending. And now I'm going to head over to my studio, put some nice, lovely music on, and answer any questions that I see in the chat. Thank you guys so much for attending today, and I will see you guys on Tuesday.